because the first one, Fistful of Dollars, right?
Oh yeah, I got 2 in its own, and then our second overall in the series that remake. So wait till we get to King Kong. Oh my goodness! All right, yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm like, okay, this is an adventure of this one character in this one situation, but he was not. He is by far the third most compelling man with no name in our franchise. So happy trails, Bruce Willis. Don't really need to see you again.
Yes, see you in Sin City.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Zach, where can people find you when you're not dodging bullets in your prostitute's room?
Well, personally, you can find me on Twitter at MoronZach. That's MooreOnZach. And I'm also the host of my own podcast, Always Told in Smallville, where we cover each and every episode of that Young Superman show. You can find us on Twitter at AlwaysSmallville with 1 S. And Brandon, when you aren't holding down people and cutting off their ears, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Brandon Matella, and I've got a couple other podcasts. I've got Good Evening, an Alfred Hitchcock podcast with my friends Chris and Tom. There we cover all of the Hitchcock films in chronological order. And The Line, which is a Star Trek Picard podcast. And as we're recording this episode right now, actually as of the release as well, we have our first episode of Star Trek Picard has dropped. So we're very excited to be talking about new Star Trek content over there on Trek FM with my friends Chrissy and Justin. That's all we've got for you this week. Next week, we'll be back with our Man with No Name series recap. And the week after that, we'll be starting a whole new, unique kind of franchise. We'll be diving into the spooky horror anthology series, Creepshow. And so we would like to thank the executive producers of the network, Ken Tripp and Tony Robinson. Thank you so much for your behind-the-scenes support. Thank you so much to Zach Tripp for his wonderful theme song to the show. And if you would like to support us, you can do that in a number of ways. You can rate us or review us on iTunes. We would greatly appreciate that. But you can also go to our Patreon feed. You go to UFP or patreon.com/UFP Earth, and you can donate there. We've got a couple of great perks for you to check out. And you can find us on Twitter at UFP Earth. You can send us an email, contact@ufp.earth. And you can find us on Facebook at the United Federation of Podcasts. So until next time, adios, amigos.
Sayonara.
This has been a production of MTMR Media Works.